Millions of people from the Ohio Valley to the Mid-Atlantic have started the work week confronting severe weather as a fast-moving cold front plows across the region. Powerful storms dropped large hail across parts of Ohio and West Virginia on Monday afternoon. Exclusive storm tracker Brandon Kopic drove through so-called hail fog near Wheelersburg, Ohio, where he said copious amounts of hail had fallen. Hail fog usually forms after a heavy hailstorm. The balls of ice that have collected on the ground cool the air above them to the dew point, resulting in fog. Cities across portions of Kentucky, Ohio, West Virginia, Pennsylvania, Virginia, Maryland, and Washington, D.C. face the highest risk of powerful thunderstorms. A severe thunderstorm watch is in effect until Monday night for many of these areas, including central and eastern Kentucky, southern Ohio, southwestern Pennsylvania, southwestern Virginia, and West Virginia. The main threats from thunderstorms that develop will be damaging wind gusts and large hail. However, some tornadoes are also possible. The thunderstorms could also produce life-threatening lightning and torrential rain. The Forecast Center said an active stretch of severe weather is expected to develop later this week as millions prepare to travel and celebrate Easter. However, forecasters said the most significant threats will likely be on Thursday and Friday. On Thursday, conditions are expected to become favorable for severe thunderstorms across parts of the Plains and Midwest. The SPC said about 4 million people in cities like Omaha and Lincoln in Nebraska, as well as Des Moines, Cedar Rapids, and Davenport in Iowa, will be at risk. The severe weather threat will then expand on Friday, stretching from Texas in the southern plains to Detroit in the Great Lakes. Meteorologist Nicholas Snyder said there was up to egg-size hail in Athalia, Ohio, in Lawrence County. We're also receiving photos of large hail in other parts of our region, including in Putnam County, West Virginia, where up to golf ball size hail was reported, as well as damage to some homes and vehicles. Some areas saw pieces of hail as large as golf balls, and the storm caused some damage to vehicles and trees. A severe thunderstorm watch is in effect through 11 p.m. Monday for the Kanawha Valley and most counties in West Virginia. Showers and thunderstorms are likely through Monday night with a low around 50, according to the National Weather Service in Charleston. The weather will turn colder Tuesday and Wednesday with highs in the 50s, according to the NWS. Tuesday will be mostly cloudy and windy with showers. Wednesday will be sunny. Dave Allen, co-host of Metro News Midday, says his Tays Valley neighborhood took on damage at around 5:20 Monday evening. There is just quite a bit of damage here, Allen said. We took a walk around the neighborhood and talked to some of the neighbors. They're assessing damage. I'd say your local insurance agency is going to be a very, very busy place. Some residents of Putnam County reported seeing ping-pong-sized pieces of hail on their property, while others say pieces as big as golf balls fell. Several residents on the road at the time saw cracks in their windshields and new dents on their vehicle's exterior. Allen says his car was tucked safely in his garage before the storm blew through Tays Valley, but one neighbor wasn't as fortunate. One of my neighbors was driving at top speed through our 15-mile and hour subdivision trying to get safely to her garage, Allen said. While the hail subsided a few minutes later, Allen says it was one of the worst storms of its kind he's ever witnessed. It was a quick-moving storm for sure, Allen said. I've seen a lot of hailstorms in my time, and I've seen some bigger hail, but I don't know that I've ever seen as much hail like this in the intensity that it came down. You could just hear it bouncing off the windows and bouncing off the roof. It was a pretty intense scene. A severe thunderstorm warning has been issued for portions of Ohio and West Virginia. The warning includes Gallia and Lawrence counties in Ohio, along with Jackson, Kanawha, Mason, Putnam, and Rowan counties in West Virginia through 6:45 p.m., according to the National Weather Service. The warning noted storms could bring winds of 60 miles per hour along with ping-pong ball-sized hail. The NWS said the hail could injure people and pets and damage property. A tornado warning has been issued for a portion. The National Weather Service issued the warning for portions of Clay, Fayette, Putnam, and Kanawha counties through 6 p.m. Strong winds of 65 miles per hour were recorded over the St. Albans Nitro area about 5:30 p.m., and baseball-sized hail is possible, according to the NWS. Flying debris could damage homes and property. A severe thunderstorm watch has been issued for the region ahead of what is expected to be an active evening of weather. The watch, issued by the National Weather Service, is in effect for the entire Eyewitness News viewing area through 11 p.m. Monday. Wind gusts of up to 70 miles per hour and large sizes of hail are possible throughout the evening, according to meteorologists. Thousands are out of power across West Virginia as residents begin digging and scraping out Monday from Sunday's winter storm, now named Winter Storm Blair, after the Kanawha Valley received several inches of snow and a layer of ice Sunday in the latest severe winter weather to affect West Virginia. According to the National Weather Service in Charleston, 5.5 inches of snow fell Sunday, which was then covered in a coating of about a quarter inch of ice, thanks to a freezing rain late Sunday and early Monday. On Monday night, light snow is likely, mainly before 9 p.m. The snow should stop by Tuesday with a high near 27 and a low around 15. Frigid conditions with lows in the teens should last through the week. Counties in central West Virginia remain under a winter storm warning through 1 a.m. Tuesday.
Your gutters tore off too.
We had the bulk of the weather coming last night, said James Volensky, meteorologist with the NWS in Charleston. The snow turned into sleet pretty quickly. The bulk of it is gone, out to the east. For the rest of today, there might be more freezing rain, but not a lot of ice accumulations. Everything changes to snow this afternoon, with about 1 inch expected, possibly with higher amounts to the north. Colder air is filtering in by the afternoon, so any precipitation on the roadways could freeze, Zvolensky said. The West Virginia lowlands will probably come out of the winter storm warning this afternoon. Winter Storm Blair struck hard in the Appalachian region, resulting in power outages for 73,400 customers, according to officials with Appalachian Power. As of 7 p.m. Monday, downed power lines and fallen trees in Appalachian Power service territory still leave 73,400 customers without electric service, including 38,200 in Virginia and 35,200 in West Virginia. About 5,500 personnel are working on power restoration in what APCO officials is calling a multi-day restoration event. APCO officials say crews from Ohio, Indiana, and Michigan Power are working alongside Appalachian Power employees and contractors. The out-of-state crews and the APCO crews are all part of American Electric Power. Non-AEP crews from Alabama, North and South Carolina are also helping in APCO's service area.
probably some damage to the roof system.
Okay, here it is. Look at this hail. This is bigger than a quarter. I've never seen this like this ever here. This is huge. That's some serious hail.